The Chamber of Silence and the Iron Judge. Characters. 1. Anna, 35 years old. A successful lawyer. Her life is steel and glass. She is never late, never makes mistakes, and never forgives herself for weaknesses. 2. Anechka, 6-year-old. Little Anna. She loves to draw outside the contours and stain dresses, but she is very frightened that her wrongness will deprive her of love. 3. Iron Judge. A grotesque figure resembling a monument that has come to life. It is a fusion of the voices of teachers, strict parents, and social expectations. 4. Clara. The keeper of the archive of feelings. A wise woman whose voice sounds like the rustle of the pages of old books. Part 1. The collapse of the perfect facade. Anna's day began as usual. Getting up at 6 o'clock, ice shower, black coffee. But at 10:15 a.m., the irreparable happened. At an important meeting, she mixed up the number in the document. The mistake was trivial and easily corrected, but for Anna, the world collapsed. A loudspeaker instantly turned on in her head. Mediocrity. You ruined everything. You're worthless. Everyone will see that you are a dummy. Suddenly, the walls of the office began to melt. The noise of the city faded away, turning into a resounding silence. Anna found herself in an endless grey corridor, the walls of which were lined with folders labeled errors. On a massive throne at the end of the corridor sat the Iron Judge. His armor clanked with every movement. "Defendant Anna," he thundered. "You have been found guilty of imperfection." Pause. Think of a time when you made a mistake. What voice did yourself use to speak to you? Was that voice kind, or did it sound like a sentence? Part 2. The Archive of Feelings and Clara. Anna wanted to bow her head as usual, but suddenly a small door opened in the wall, from which there was a smell of dried lavender and old wood. "This way, dear," a small voice called. Anna ran through the door and found herself in a cozy library. At the table sat Clara. "Who are you?" Anna asked, panting. "I'm the part of you silenced when you were 7, Clara replied. "I am your ability to be compassionate. You came on time. Today is the day when the verdict of the judge can be overturned. But to do this, you need to find the one who is hiding in the basement of this building." Clara gave Anna an old woolen blanket and a thermos. "Take it. You'll need it. It's very cold there. The judge turned off the heating there many years ago, saying that sissies are not supposed to have heat." Part 3. The Basement of Abandoned Desires. Anna was descending the spiral staircase. The lower it went, the stronger the smell of dampness and watercolor paints. Finally, in the darkest corner, under a pile of heavy folders labeled rules, she saw a small figure. It was Anechka. She was in a dirty dress, her pigtails were unraveled. The baby tried to draw with her finger on the dusty floor, but her hands were shivering from the cold. "Go away," whispered Anechka without raising her eyes. "I'm bad. I tore my dress and made a mistake in the number. The judge said I should sit here until I'm perfect." "But you'll never be perfect," Anna said, feeling a lump rise to her throat. "Then I'll never get out of here," the girl sobbed. At that moment, heavy footsteps were heard from above. The Iron Judge went down to the basement. His presence sucked out all the air. "Where is she?" he growled. "Idleness is punishable. Anna, get back to work. Leave that girl, she's ballast." Part 4. Becoming a good parent. It was a decisive moment. Previously, Anna always took the side of the judge. She punished herself with diets, overwork, and lack of rest. But now, looking at the frightened Anya, something turned inside Anna. She did not run away. She walked over to the girl, knelt down in the mud, and wrapped her tightly in the warm blanket that Clara had given. "I'm here," Anna said firmly, "and I'm not going anywhere." The judge entered the room, filling the entire space with himself. "Get away from her. She made a mistake. She deserves the cold." "No." Anna stood up, shielding the child with her body. "She deserves a hug, especially when she's wrong. You're betraying discipline." The judge swung a huge sword, on which was engraved "Opinion of Others." Anna did not scream. She looked the judge straight in the eye and said what a good parent should say. "You're not in charge here anymore. You thought fear would make me successful, but it made me dead inside. I thank you for trying to protect me from the criticism of others by being a critic yourself. But your methods are outdated. From this day forward, I will decide for myself how to treat myself." She took a step towards the judge and touched his cold shell. "You're tired too, aren't you? Constantly looking for flaws is hard work. Rest." The judge froze. His iron mask cracked. It did not disappear, but began to shrink in size, turning into a small chess piece. Anna picked it up and put it in her pocket. "You'll remind me to be careful, but you'll no longer be my voice." Part 5. A lesson in tenderness. Anna turned to Anya. The girl looked at her in disbelief. "Is he really gone? He won't hurt you anymore, baby." Anna opened the thermos and poured the girl warm tea. She did not tell her to go to work or try harder. Instead, she asked, "What do you want to do right now?" "I want draw, but I don't have paper." Anna smiled. She took her important legal documents, the very ones that caused the crisis, and turned them upside down. "Draw here, on these figures. Draw the biggest and brightest dragons." They sat on the basement floor, and for the first time in 30 years, Anna did not feel guilty for the wasted time. She realized that a kind parent is not the one who allows everything, but the one who stays by her side when the world collapses. Someone who says, "I love you not for your achievements, but simply because you are you." Epilogue. Anna woke up in her office. It was 10:20 a.m., only 5 minutes past, but an eternity passed inside. She looked at the document with a mistake. Previously, this would have caused tachycardia. Now she just took the pen and calmly corrected the number. In the evening, Anna did something she had never done. She did not go to the additional webinar. She bought a set of expensive watercolors and a box of her favorite ice cream. At home, she sat down on the floor in the living room, opened the paints and said into the emptiness of the room, "Look, Anya, today we are going to draw clouds. And if we go beyond the contour, it will be the most beautiful contour in the world." She felt warmth spreading inside her. The heavy shell of perfectionism finally crumbled, leaving room for breathing. Anna has finally become the parent she has always dreamed of. Practical task for you. This story is a bridge to your own healing. To consolidate the role of the good parent, I suggest that you do the following right now. 1. Write one phrase of support that you would say to that child in the basement. For example, "It's safe to make mistakes. I'm still with you." 2. Make a gift for no reason. What small action tonight would please your inner child? Reading a fairy tale, a warm bath with foam, 15 minutes of idleness,